Show your Valentine how much you really care by replacing your old Seen Better Days boxers. Unparalleled comfort, style of underwear, TommyJohn.com. Use the code HERD, save 20% off, H-E-R-D, Tommy John. So we were an inch away from having Nick Foles and Blake Bortles in the Super Bowl. And you guys are complaining we get too much Tom Brady. Think about that. We were an inch away from Blake Bortles and Nick Foles. I'll take Tom Brady. You know, I don't understand the complaining about, I'm getting tired, I'm bored. I'm not bored. I'm bored of Blake Bortles. So are people in Jacksonville. I'm bored of Andy Dalton. So are people in Cincinnati. I'm not bored of Drew Brees. I never got bored of Elway. I never got bored of Favre. I never got bored of Marino. I never got bored of Aikman. I don't get bored of great. I never got bored of Montana, ever. And frankly, I don't get bored of Kentucky basketball or Duke basketball I don't think Alabama is necessarily great for the sport. It's getting very regional. But in the end, I think Alabama's, win or lose, they're a great villain. Saban's a great coach. He's fun to root for or against. I like having villains in football. So, Tom versus Time I think it's a 5 or a 6-part documentary. And I think this is one of the final episodes. And one of the things they start talking about, and I think it's really interesting for a lot of people listening to this show, because I know there are a lot of people at 50, 60 years old when to hang it up. And I think it's very difficult to figure out when high achievers, what drives them. It's not money. Tom's made his money. For a top lawyer, litigator, a top agent, a top engineer, a top academician, a top entrepreneur, a top actor. It's not about money and it's not about trophies. Meryl Streep gets something out of acting. Steven Spielberg gets something out of acting or directing. It's not money. It's not Oscars. There is some, it's purposeful. And so here's Brady with his wife. I think they're in Costa Rica, it looks like, talking about when will it end.
He did tell me that he was going to play only for 10 years. I just want to say that. When I met him in 2006, he said, listen, I'm just going to play for 10 more years and I'm going to win one Super Bowl and I'm going to be happy. And then I told him last year, I said, well, I think this is great. What a great win. Now you won 2 Super Bowls. It's the end of the 10th year. Now we're going to go and
live in Costa Rica.
And I was like, yoo-hoo, let's go. I'm ready. But then he's like, no.
Still got a few more to go.
Yeah. Football, as far as I'm concerned, it's like his first love. It really is. And I think it's like his main love, really, quite frankly. He tells me oh, it's true.
It takes up a lot of my time.
Yeah.
But there'll come a time when that ends. 2 more Super Bowls. 2 more.
Well.
That could be shorter than
I think it could be. I think he can have as many Super Bowls as he likes. The only thing I believe that limits us is time. What do we want to do with this time?
He has unconventional methods. A lot of the trainers, doctors for the Patriots don't buy into Tommy's guru.
I know what my motivations are. And it's not to satisfy other people. It's to satisfy myself. And if I'm satisfied with myself, I'm good. I really am. I feel good, I'm going to live a very purposeful life. And I want to do that being who I am. People will find negative things to say about that, absolutely. But I'm just going to keep charting my own course.
Yeah, that was my voice in there. Yeah. But, I think the point is, just ask yourself this. And I've said this before, and it can come off as a little elitist. So knowing that it can, I'll just say it. Retiring is for people that work at lug nut factories or post offices. It's hard work and it's repetitive. What is better than hanging out with your best friends and competing, leading men over the hill? I get people that do hard work and lift lumber and they're in factories and it's hot and it's repetitive. It's tedious and it rips up your hands and it doesn't pay a ton. Retire. But Brett Favre, have you noticed what he's done since he's retired? He's doing infomercials for nose hair and knee braces. Is he having more fun? What's Dan Marino doing now? Is he having more fun? Tony Romo got it. He's like, man, I want to be at these games. I want to be inside the brains of these coaches. John Elway did it the right way. He left and he said, I'm getting to business and I'm competing and I'm going to do the car dealership. Then I'm going to go to arena football. But he came ultimately back because you do realize Peyton Manning would still be playing if not for the neck surgeries. And Drew Brees is going to have to be dragged out of the game. What is better than this? These are not 72-year-old men at a post office. They're 38-year-old guys who go to work every day with an absolute purpose. How long can you body surf? I take a 4-day weekend. I'm ready to go.
But you're a different kind of animal.
So is Tom Brady. You can't become the GOAT in anything. As a poet, it literally takes over your life. You can't get to where a lot of guys have great moments. Buster Douglas had a great moment as a fighter. Muhammad Ali had a career. A lot of guys have a job. Tom Brady's got a career. It's with you. It was created when you were 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. And, you know, I've told people before, you know, I'm not, where am I going to go? Get up, have coffee. Okay, I don't sleep. So it'll be 7:09 in the morning. I'll have my coffee and I'm not working. What do I do all day?
Maybe some people want to travel, enjoy life.
Yes. Okay.
Spend the money that they made.
Okay. But those people don't end up being the GOAT in anything, and that's fine.
I don't know if that's true. I think you can become the GOAT, and then you've achieved your goals and your dreams that way, and then you enter a new phase of your life.
I think you can do that, but I think for people who are Mike Krzyzewski driven, and remember Pat Summitt driven, and just any, regardless of gender, if you are driven to be that, you don't really have an off switch. I'm going to drink Mai Tais. It sounds great. Other people are in these jobs and they get beat up and it doesn't pay a ton and it's repetitive and it's tedious and you can be kind of working by yourself. I get moving to a Mai Tai. I get the beach. Does Brett Favre look like he's having as much fun? He doesn't.
You don't know what he's doing besides his commercials. His commercials are probably paying for his trips around the world.
Have you heard about one of his recent commercials?
No.
I'll just leave it at that.
Oh.
It ain't going well. So, I mean, listen, I get the top lawyer who wants to be in court and argue. Like, I get it. But you watch this thing. First of all, when you watch Giselle and Tom, call me crazy. They are wildly in love. It's not like he doesn't spend time with her, but I love my wife. I can't hang out with her for 17 hours a day.
You don't have to. You can have friends.
But by the way, if you retire, your friends still have to go to work.
Or you can hang out by yourself. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but that's lonely, and you die
Not
earlier
really.
if you're by yourself. Look
I
at those
love
two.
hanging out by myself.
They are in love. You like hanging out by yourself occasionally, but if you hang out with yourself too often, it's kind of unhealthy and it's kind of sad.
Well, I like you have a good balance in life, Colin.
Balance is overrated. When they do studies on happiness, they do it on giving to charity, sex, social relationships. There's never been a study that says, yeah, the barista / poet / ski instructor is truly happy.
Well,
That's no.
extreme.
Studies never have work-life balance as happy.
But you realize that the things that you just named are all qualities of a balanced life.
And that doesn't necessarily make you happy because you never achieve anything. And what's your purpose? Serving me a coffee? That's not a purposeful
Listen,
life.
I'm very thankful for that person who makes me
So
coffee.
am I, but I don't believe it's a purpose-driven life. Brady is leading a franchise, leading men. He's a great example in his community. We're trying to rush these 39-year-old guys into what? Knee brace commercials?
Well, on the other hand, too, they're getting beat up every single day. The barista isn't going through physical trauma.
Yes, I think there is some physical duress, but if you have a trainer, and Russell Wilson's on my show last week, and he's like, I travel with 3 people who work on my body. I don't. That's all I'll say. Doug Gottlieb around the corner. It's The Herd.